yourself in this position when you've divulged as kind of much as what you have. Not fucking healthy, Eve. You cannot keep lying to yourself with what's happened, because all you're going to do is change who you are for someone else who's not.
I can say I've done everything.
If you are not happy, then you need to remove yourself from the situation, because you two walking in how you are when she's been how she's been towards you is not normal.
Like setting boundaries and just having a good chat, and it was good.
And I'm not having it. I'm not letting you change who you are because you want to please someone else.
Different forms of support.
It's funny because Polly talks about not having you change yourself, you know, to have please somebody else. Meanwhile, she's in a relationship with a guy that's made abundantly clear that she's not his type, but yet she's still sticking around hoping for that change. And in the process, she did begin by actually changing herself to try and win him over. Now, not so much. Now she's definitely, you know, coming out of her show, and she is now being who she is. But I do feel like the way she's behaving is a projection of her own frustrations from the fact that she's not getting what she wants from Adam, and now everyone is now starting to see who Polly really is, and she's somebody that if things aren't going her way, she's ready to bite. But listen, it's about to get worse, so let's get into it.
What's happening right now with the ladies and Eve is anger towards Charlie. Her group is actual support and advice, and this shows you how friends can be incredibly dangerous and detrimental to your relationship.
Listen, that's something that needs to be, that's something that people really need to look into, because here's the thing. I know that there's been a few women that I've known, and they've said that, listen, you know, each time I've dated a guy, you know, he's always told me who I can and cannot be friends with, because he doesn't like how this friend does this or how that friend does that. And you know what? This is the reality though. A lot of men, okay, even though this is a relationship based on two women, there's a lot of men who don't like it when their girl is friends with the wrong girlfriends, because in case you don't know, it is known that there are some women who can be friends with some girlfriends who are actually there to ruin their relationship out of whatever nonsense they want to do it for. And that's why people should always be careful about who their friend is. Now, of course, this still goes for men as well. Men also need to be careful about who they're friends with, because at the end of the day, you don't want somebody that's going to come in and obviously, you know, try and make things worse for your relationship. But on the other side of things as well, when you are in a relationship with somebody, you should not ever talk about your partner in a negative way to your friends. If I'm having a conversation with my friends about something maybe that I'm going through when I've had a partner, I keep it about, listen, whatever we say is always respectful. I always say, hey, bro, so this happened, man. So can you give me your thoughts on it? I will never sit there and be like, oh my God, you can't believe that she said this, or and this is how she said it. Oh my God. And no. Always be in a respectful way. Hey, this is what went down. Let me know your thoughts. You know what I mean? So therefore, there isn't a narrative that's been painted in the way that I'm delivering it. You see what I'm saying? And also by the words that I'm choosing as well. But hey, let's continue.
Acknowledged what you've done to her that's made her how she is with you.
Yeah, like I feel like I've apologised, I've said I'm sorry, like I literally, I don't know if there's not really much else.
It's a bit of a bully.
Ouch.
Like, the things that she's saying, do you know what I mean?
No, not at all, because I don't feel like I've acted like that. I don't feel comfortable talking to you about it, if I'm totally honest.
Okay.
Very clear that Charlie feels completely attacked by Polly tonight. Polly has misread the situation, or she's only half read the situation.
Involved today, please. How much have you told these people? Because I literally cannot believe that she has just said on camera that she thinks that I'm a bully.
Told them things that have happened, yeah, the honeymoon, what all the things you said to me and all I did.
And that makes me a bully.
I felt bullied.
Didn't call me a bully. That's a horrible
That
word.
could be her use of word.
Like, awful word. And like...
But I did tell you this, Charlie, please.
No,
I did.
I know. Please just get the cameras off me now. I'm so upset. Is that what you really think I've done to you? I'm so sorry.
For me personally, you know, I don't know how it's not been called out that Eve is clearly somebody that's a lying person, somebody that loves to manipulate things in her favor, because boy, the fact that she went off and was telling the ladies that, oh yeah, you know, she did this to me, blah, 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 blah. So therefore the women have come in like guns blazing, or Polly is coming guns blazing, wrongly done it too. But this is what I'm saying before. How you present your partner or the person you're with to your peoples is going to determine how they're going to react. And this was happening here. We're in a situation where she has delivered information in a way that has made others react, even though they shouldn't have reacted. Well, Polly shouldn't have reacted or got involved anyway. But this is why this has to be called out on behalf of Eve's nonsense.
I didn't mean to make you feel like that.
Did you call her bully?
Yeah, I said that she was a bully to you.
I really appreciate you doing it, and I can't help but be so relieved.
I am really sorry that I might have done it in the wrong way.
Thank you.
And if she's
Polly,
not...
honestly, I actually really fucking needed you to stick up for me. Thank you.
Yes, when she's in the presence of Charlie, she shows loyalty to her. Now she's here with Polly, she's showing loyalty to her. It's hard to know where her real position is.
To me, looking at chunky.
it's not even a bad position, or maybe it is a bad position, but for me, I'm going to say it's more based on the fact that, you know, she just wants people to be on her side, even if it means, you know, being a complete dick to her own freaking, well, supposed partner, yeah, or wife, shall I say.
It's hard to know where her real position is.
To me like an actual human being rather than just glaring into my soul like I've gone and done the worst thing in the world.
First of all, I want to apologise. I do really want to apologise because I did not take your thoughts and feelings.
What goes on between me and Eve is between me and Eve, and I just don't feel ready to
No,
talk to
I
you
get that,
about
and I
it.
accept
Okay.
about
Okay.
how I come into it without thinking of how you felt before I kind of come into it.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Honestly, like, the way, I mean, I commend Polly for trying to make amends. I commend her for trying to make amends. And it was good that they had a conversation that wasn't crazy. You know, it was a sensible one, to be fair. But to expect Charlie to give her side of the story is wild.
Of today, like I was so overwhelmed today, like I couldn't console myself at all. And then, you know, you and Polly had the conversation, and then I just seen hurting you, and when I chased you, it broke my heart to see you like that.
Yeah, I'm calling absolute BS. Absolute BS. You're the one that caused the issue. The way she's taking no accountability for the fact that Charlie was hurt by Eve's actions is nuts. Now listen, whether or not Charlie was mean, as Eve keeps saying she is, it doesn't give Eve the right to then go off and tell other people that this is what she did, and that some people are in there thinking that she's this type of villain, when she's not. It's just stupid as hell. That's not what you call a relationship. That's not what you call a good partner. That's what you call not even a red flag. That's what you call a flipping deal breaker type partner, because no partner should ever throw the other partner under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, the situation would be very different now if people were in somewhat of a domestic relation. Now, that is different. Complete different conversation. But this isn't that. This is based on their format. And the way Eve has reacted and behaved, nah, it ain't it. It ain't it. And if she's really that unhappy with the way Charlie treated her, then leave. Last week's ceremony, she had the option to put down the word leave, but she put down stay. And she put down stay, in my opinion, just to show people that, yeah, she's trying. And she didn't want to look like as if she quit so soon. So therefore, she doesn't look like as if she's the bad person in the relationship. She wants Charlie to look like the bad person in the relationship, but any means necessary. Stupidity.
Hope that we'll be able to get back on track.
Do you?
I do.
I'm sorry for what I
I
did.
know, listen, I think we've got this in the bag if we just do the bare minimum.
I feel like I'm annoyed that my answer's not going to be the truth. I'm just feel like I'm pissed off now. I heard the question, and then she's literally talking to me like I'm a piece of shit. No, I heard the question.
Watching Adam, it seems that throughout the night there's been an accumulation of lots of little digs, lots of little occasions where you're not doing it right. And this is really the accumulation of that, where now I think he feels he's being picked on.
Adam,
Just to give you context on what is being said there. So earlier on, and I don't know why I didn't put this in the video, and I do apologize, but I think it was the time I didn't think it was that much of a big deal. But what happened was that Polly would make little comments about, oh, you didn't put my chair out. Oh, you didn't say cheers before we drank our wine, and all that kind of stuff. So that's been a build-up of him obviously feeling like, okay, so you're just going to keep complaining to me today? And this is the thing, and this is why I was saying that she's now showing who she really is. You know, she's showing that when things aren't going her way, she can be quite spiteful. And to be fair, at the same light, she's also showing that even when things are going well and things are comfortable, that she can still be a spiteful person, because comfortability clearly is not her best friend.
I think that in your head. Come on.
Adam, just wait, just everyone just shut up for a minute.
Shit questions anyway.
I really fucking think I've got it. You thought I asked you out of fucking shit way and I didn't. Alright though, because you just fucking made me look like a dickhead in front of everyone else because you've taken it different. I will fucking leave in a minute. You need to just shut up because I need to just listen to one person. Adam's deflecting the question that I've asked him. It does give me doubts, and it's made me realise that things aren't where I thought they were.
To her, I don't really like. If Polly continues to talk to me like a child, then she's not the right person for me, and this marriage isn't going to work.
Just to give you a quick little background, listen, the question was, and please don't quote me on this question here, but the question that was asked was that what can we do to prevent us from staying in the friend zone? Okay, what can you do to help prevent us from staying in the friendship zone? And he didn't really answer the question. He gave her the same answer he's always given her. She wasn't happy with it, so therefore she said to him, no, you got the question wrong. And to be fair, she did address him correctly. It's just that, like the woman said, it's just a build-up with him being questioned the whole night. That's obviously now got into, that's now obviously determined how he's now reacting. Does that give him the right to react the way he reacted? I mean, subjective, very, very subjective. It depends on what perspective you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, he did not answer that question. And I do believe that he was trying to deflect from that question, because he just needs to be honest. Well, he has been honest that he doesn't find it attractive, but at the same time, he did choose to stay, you know, and I just feel like he needs to be honest that this is never going to work, because she simply is not his type, point blank, period. He doesn't find her sexy in any kind of way, and it is what it is.
What's happening with you and Ali?
We have not had a conversation.
0 to 100.
I do want to have a conversation with him and stuff, but it just scares me that it's going to escalate again, and I don't want that. I just want us to have a clear mindset and just talk, and it'll be okay. And we
Didn't last long. That's a very fast kiss and make up.
I'm confused.
As soon as she laid eyes on Alex, she just melted because she massively fancies him. We know that they have great sexual chemistry, but...
What's the crack, man, honey?
We need to learn and communicate. Really hope we can work past this between us both, because there obviously is something.
I don't know, it just turned into a shit show.
I apologise if I made you feel anyway, and I'm sorry.
It's really nice to see that they've made up and that they're in a good place, and that hopefully they're able.
So listen, in a nutshell here, you know, when it comes to these two, clearly she obviously fancies him, like the expert said. And to be honest, just because you fancy someone, it doesn't mean that you should just try and move on as if everything's okay. And we know that Holly from Monday's episode, that last episode, that she doesn't have an issue with just basically ignoring problems and just moving on, because that obviously comes from her past, which is not a good thing to do. So she's more than happy to put to put everything underneath the carpet. What's the saying again? No, it's not one under the bridge. You know the saying, right? Just put everything under the carpet. I forgot the saying, but because of that, she's like, oh, he's so fit, so you know what, I just want to forget this. And also, she's obviously enjoying their bedtime, you know? So yeah, but nonetheless though, Holly really needs to make sure that she's getting what she needs emotionally, and not just trying to settle for him just because he's giving her what she desires, with the fact that he compliments her and the fact that he obviously makes her feel good physically. That's not enough, you know? She also has to be sure that he can also make her feel good emotionally, but also at the same time, she has to make sure that their communication is where it needs to be at. She shouldn't settle for the bare minimum just because it's better than what she's had. She needs to, you know, she needs to be with someone that's going to appreciate her in the whole way, but also on top of that, somebody that when they communicate, they both have respectful communication between each other. None of this nonsense that they've got going on at this moment in time. But nonetheless though, let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it. Peace.